Babe, do you mind turning that down a little bit for me? Thank you. Hey, thanks for tapping in. It's me, a Wednesday night. Okay, so such an amazing, wonderful day I had today. So, are you guys ready for the evening journal? All right. So, tonight the title is It's Not That Deep, or maybe it is. But guess what? Just let them disappoint you, okay? Now, I want you guys to be patient with me on this open reflection. So, today I realized, like, just reflecting over my feelings day by day and just going deeper, and I just understood that people will disappoint you to keep their own peace. Okay. So again, I realized that people will disappoint you to keep their own peace, and they won't even blink. Like, it's wild, right? That the people you assume to love and stuff could just disappoint you so easily. But you're being selfish because guess what? Why disturb their peace, right? Sometimes you need to detach for things, right? So, what's even wilder than them disappointing you is what? Me disappointing myself over and over and over again. Trying to play nice, trying to play nice um, to folks who already left the game. So you trying to play nice with somebody and they're not even playing no more. So it's like you can't play Monopoly by yourself. These people have moved on. Maybe they're playing chess and maybe they're playing checkers, but they're not playing Monopoly with you anymore. So just understanding that they're not a part of your world. It's okay. So instead of focusing on that, just be happy for the people who would like to be a part of your world and that's interested in being a part of your world. And you be interested in being a part of your world. Okay? So for now, you might have to play solitary. You might have to, you get what I'm saying? I don't know. But with that being said, what went right today? So, what went right today is today I was able to do all of my videos with no stress. I've been doing these channel for a year and a half now. And when I first started, it was just a visual journal just for me to share. And I have little journals and writings all over the place, right? I'm a counselor and I love reading, I love learning, I love writing, I love self reflection. And so for me, living a simpler life, I'm learning how to get outside of my comfort zone of planning everything. I'm a teacher at heart. I was an instructor, a counselor, and being in management and having my own business, I have to organize and plan everything. And so doing these videos, I'm just embracing being able to be spontaneous because the life I want to live is traveling and so I can't be boggled down with schedules so much. Now right now my schedule is kind of intense because I have my hands in a few fires, mini fires, and so I'm being stretched a little bit. But because it's prom time, that happens to us people who are artists and in the beauty industry and things like that. Your schedule is gonna be hectic, during certain times of the year. It was Easter holidays. I'm doing events. And again, I have my hands in many irons. So, again, what went right today? I feel less stressed because I don't have a schedule. All right, I'm not going to yell too much because it is late. So, let me use my nighttime voice. Nah, that sounds too deep, huh? Well, another thing that happened good today was I got the best sandwich made with love by my auntie who is here from New York. So, thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the delicious deli New York style sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Forget about it. Forget about it. It was just fun saying that all night. And so tonight, I'm just happy with myself and the growth I've made because I had an amazing conversation with my grandma, and I feel like she just understands me more and more and more. You know, sometimes in different generations, it's hard to speak to them because they just speak a different language, their values, their morals, and what they believe in. And so I try to tell my grandma, like, hey, I know you don't like my outfits. I know you don't like looking at my photos because it's too revealing, but I'm not trying to get sister so and so from church. You know, I need to get the attention of these kids so I can teach them how to love themselves so they won't make the same mistakes. So, again, stepping out of my comfort zone just to speak to her and let her know how I felt about that was big for me because before I would just be quiet. I wouldn't even dress like that or do it because I didn't want to disappoint her. But me disappointing her is making me feel better, especially because I'm being my true, real self. And being an artist, sometimes some people won't understand your art. But it's okay because the people who do understand or need to understand at the time, that's all that matters. And guess what? She'll be okay and she'll be fine. And when she see what I'm trying to do, like the bigger picture, she's gonna even understand even more. So again, when God gives you a mission, sometimes you don't quite understand what's going on, but trust me, keep your eye on the prize, okay? So again, what went right today? I noticed who clapped for my boundaries and who disappeared. So, a lot of times people could surround you and say how they feel about you, but the actions speak louder than words if they truly, honestly support you. Support comes in different ways. So, I know that, time is valuable, and sometimes people just can't spend time or come or show up. They could be tired, but it's in the interest. So people can show support by just being interested in what you do. A lot of people that I love really don't know what I do, or they might be confused about what I do. But it's people who I've never even met. I just simply met them back and forth through inbox, and they share with me that, hey, I watch your videos every single day, every night. I binge watch, I go to sleep, and it's like that makes me, continue to do what I do. So even if it helps one person, if that one person can help 10 people, I've done something right. You get what I'm saying? So I truly appreciate all of those people. I thank you so much who just started watching today, or if you've been following me on my healing journey. So um, I just feel so liberated in losing weight because I'm able to be myself again. I'm able to be active. I'm able to dance. And so I'm looking forward to, since my album is done, I worked on that album for like a year, just making sure the tones, the beats, and the movements were in line. So coming next is my Love is Magic sessions, which I haven't been able to do it yet, but in perfect timing, it's gonna happen, okay? So I've started my pop-up events. It was a success. I'm looking forward to the next one. So it's gonna be the last week in May. Due to proms and all that going on, we just pushed back the date. So again, I just thank you for the love and support. It is a legitimate nonprofit. I I have photos and things where you can see that I'm really doing the work and really helping heal not just individuals from trauma but families, okay? Especially during this day and time. Another thing that went right is what I had my pink I don't know if you can see it, but I have my pink glitter today. I have my little pink accessories in my hair. I like putting my hair up here because my locks sometimes I get hot, and when it's on my ears, it makes me hot. So I be just styling it in cute little ways just so I can be cool. Okay? Keep cool, keep cool. I'll be having my own little summers. Okay? And so I spoke my truth and I was authentic, even though, it felt uncomfortable. And again, my daughter is doing music, and I was just sharing my daughter's music with my granny, and it's like, she was cursing, and some of it was like, oh my God, granny, I know you don't want to hear it, but she listened to it and she was like, wow, she has range. And I'm just so happy because me being my real self, it's not so hard to be around the people I love. So I just give so much love and support for my husband because he really helped me mold and develop into the person that I actually aspired to be. And so a lot of people knew I was a strong person because I make it happen. Like, if people need something, they know to ask me because I'm going to make it happen. Like, even if I don't got it right now, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to get it. That's just how I am. Maybe it's because I'm the oldest. Maybe because I was a young mother. I don't know, whatever reason. But I needed to know that feeling of, if I could go get it for somebody else, I could do that same thing for myself. And I'm again happy that I stood firm on my boundaries that I put for myself. And sometimes again, you think people gonna be disappointed in in you, but when you stand on who you are, it's liberation. It's not disappointment because they're gonna accept you or not be around you. So you gotta be willing for you gotta be willing to accept that people can make their own choices on, their peace. So hearing you or seeing you do certain things might disturb their peace. So just be okay with them not wanting to be around that. Okay. So moving along. What still felt heavy today? So again, as I'm doing these sequences, you guys can do it too. So I just, at nighttime, I reflect on my day or the month or the week or whatever. And then I think about and I speak to what went right today. So what went right is just giving gratitude. So I walked to my grandma's house. So I'm grateful for that because I got 3 miles in. Or is it a mile and a half or 3 miles? A mile and a half, because going is a mile and a half, coming back is not. So it was a mile and a half. So anywho, I walked at a good pace. I was dancing along the way. I was just enjoying. I had my little speaker on, you know, old school, just vibing to my album, practicing my dance moves, my healing dance moves. So the healing dance moves consist of African dance, Tai Chi, belly dancing, and yoga, depending on what area we're working on. Okay, and it's fun, and the proof is in the pudding because I lost 180 pounds, and I'm showing you. See, before when I only lost 1 pound, I didn't have a lot of people who believed in what I was doing. It wasn't until now you can see the drastic change, not just in my body but my spirit. You can see that heaviness just lifted off me. So I just want to share with you what helped me lift my heaviness off. But sometimes you can still feel heavy because this thing called life, we have to continue to learn, unlearn, and relearn. So sometimes heaviness, some things could still be lingering. So something broke off, but it's still here. So getting rid of all the heaviness is the goal. And to do that, you got to unlearn and relearn daily. So I let go of that last little hope that, hey, it'll show up different, you know. Um, they will do this or do that, but I'm done with even having that faith of a mustard seed. I'm done with that. um, and I'm okay with sitting in silence, of the crickets and the disappearing acts after setting those boundaries. Okay, and I'm okay with not explaining myself. So if I say no or if I can't do something or whatever, I'm committed to the understanding, like I don't have to explain why I can't. I just can't. And if you know me and if you're considerate, you will already know why I can't. And even more so, you wouldn't even ask me. You wouldn't even ask me if I could. If you know me. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just taking off my shoes, getting my Mr. Rogers on because it's the end of the night and it's time to go to bed. But I'm keeping my word and my commitment to myself, and I'm happy for that. And usually I'll be journaling and writing, but I'm tired, y'all. I'm really tired. So I'm about to go to bed, y'all. Hey, and I'm about to go to bed. So, with that being said, let's say a little prayer to close. Let's whisper some affirmations, okay? All right. I forgive myself for every time I put myself last. I honor the lessons in every goodbye. I release control. I receive alignment. I am peace. I am powerful. I am enough. And I don't need to break to grow. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose and hold, and out through your nose. Okay. In through your nose and hold, and out through your nose. I forgive myself every time I put myself last. I honor myself in every goodbye. I release control. I receive alignment. I am at peace. I am powerful and enough. I don't need to break to grow. Breathe. Thanks for tapping in. It's me, a Wednesday night. So let me ask you, have you sparked your magic today? Sending love, receiving love, and recycling love. And y'all already know, I'll see you in the clouds. Good night.